I'm Corey Swiergosz here with Slap News. I have Paul Teague, power slap competitor. How you doing today, my dude?
I'm doing great, man. To be honest with you, it's been a lovely week and a lovely day as well.
Awesome, man. I mean, you've got quite the decorated MMA background. How did you get into power slap and get involved in the slap game?
I'm friends with, I follow a bunch of these MMA groups and stuff on Facebook and everything, and I happened to come across it saying something about Dana White's Power Slap series. I'm like, at first I was like, I'll click on and see what it's about. It might not be. I said it might just be like a little spam thing or something. But then I got named Sal hit me up who was part of the production team for the Ultimate Fighter, and got to talking. I'm like, oh, this is legit. I like doing new things. So I was like, YOLO.
Totally. I mean, you seem to be on a lot of main cards. I mean, I see you on MMA stuff all over. See you doing some bare knuckle stuff. So it doesn't surprise me that you were up for the challenge. I mean, obviously, this was back now in March of last year. Once you got that plane ticket, what was going through your mind as you were getting ready to embark on this new challenge?
Actually, the power stuff I actually did it in December. I know I was on the second on tryouts.
Gotcha. Very cool. So it's kind of like that last chance qualifier to get you in.
Yes, sir.
Nice. So you get to Vegas.
Jesus.
Absolutely. What do you think of that guy?
I like him. He was respectful in person and everything. He did tell a few people that he thought he was gonna knock me out with the first slap.
Gotcha. I mean, the whole experience I'm sure was a whirlwind for you. Probably one of the bigger productions that you were probably part of. Obviously, the UFC is an incredible marketing machine overall, and the resources that they have, I think, are second to none. How were you treated when you were in Vegas for the entire experience?
Oh man, it was awesome. But because the rules they had was you can't leave your hotel room. They take your cell phone from you. You can't. Only thing about it is, if you was hungry or need anything, you had to call the production line, and they would bring it to your room because they didn't want nobody going out and getting sick or anything like that.
Yeah. Nice. Well, I mean, I guess there's worse things in life that you can have to deal with.
Yeah, because we always mic'd up too. So while we was in a room with like everybody, I was sitting there like, man, I said, we're in Vegas. This is not the kind of escort I was hoping for in Vegas.
Totally. So were you guys able to mingle at all? Like, or was it just when you guys were training and stuff like that, you guys actually got to communicate?
Basically when we was communicating also on the way they didn't like that. At first they didn't really want us talking until we got mic'd up because they didn't want to miss anything about or telling them our personal life to somebody or talking shit to somebody. Basically, so they wanted to keep us separate.
Gotcha. So yeah, I mean, you get the call. Obviously, you talked about squaring up with Mike Smith. For your first round, obviously he's quite the personality. How much do you think the entertainment aspect plays into power slap and the sport going forward?
Oh, they definitely looking for characters, like especially because I just got hit back up. I will be on the March 11th live pay-per-view.
Amazing, man. That's awesome. I'm really glad to hear that.
Oh yeah, so I think, and apparently I impressed them because see, Slap Jesus wasn't my original opponent.
Interesting.
They changed it 30 minutes for weigh-ins because Slap Jesus' opponent got sick.
Gotcha.
I was going in there against this guy who's done it before, and I'm sitting there like, I ain't got nothing fucking to lose. I'll knock him out, eyes on me.
Totally.
So I went for it all.
Yeah, I mean, there seems to be a lot of twists and turns and different things that go on behind the scenes that they may not show on TV. I'm sure your experience was probably different from seeing how their perspective of how they cut and edit the actual fight itself. Overall, I mean, with Mike Smith, obviously you didn't get the outcome that you were hoping to achieve, but do you want a second chance at that guy?
Me and him's been in contact. I told him, I said, just hold that number one spot down. I said, because because I'll be coming. I said, I'll take you off for that title.
Absolutely, man. What do you got going on your lip right now? Is that going to impact March 11th at all?
Nah, I just had a bare knuckle. I just had a bare knuckle boxing match with it too. It's like a they called it like a little mucus plug. They told me I can get it lanced and sewed, but if I do that now, I may not be ready for cleared by March the 11th. So I'm just gonna wait till after March the 11th and worry about it. Because if it busts in a slap, I will.
Gotcha. Awesome, man. I'm assuming you don't know who your opponent is yet, and you probably can't say, so I won't even ask you. But what can people expect?
I do know, but I can't say.
Oh, good, man. What can people expect from you this time around on the March 11th card that they didn't see the first time?
Well, the first time was my very first time doing it. This time I know how to train for it and get more prepared for it. So just say if I slap first, they may only be one slap now because I know how to work on everything.
Awesome, man. Have you been training, slap specifically since your time there in December?
I've been working on it more, but I had been training for my bare knuckle boxing match I just had last Friday. So I had been focusing more on that, but I started slap camp Tuesday, so cool. I'll be more than ready.
Awesome. Who's helping you get ready in your camp?
Not a lot of people know the rules and everything. So I got I printed out the rules for my coach and everything. So I got me, a couple of other pro guys that a couple of my other teammates that have signed up for the power slap as well. So we're all just going by the rules that we know and working on bags and bobs and slowly on each other, just going through the rotation with a little slap, not aggressive to knock somebody out slap.
Yeah,
just totally. Get the motion down.
Absolutely. In your Mike Smith fight, is that the hardest that you've ever been hit, or have you been hit harder before? Because obviously you're unprotected in this situation. Now, so
what I remember that's probably is the hardest I've been hit because I didn't go out with the first slap and it did feel very, very tickly. When I mean that, I mean tingling.
Yeah. Are you planning to be a discipline, martial artist here? Are you planning to do MMA, bare knuckle boxing, slap, or do you see yourself kind of focusing and specializing in one particular discipline?
I guess I can say it this way. I'm a journeyman. I like to participate. I like to participate in all sports. The only thing I've not done yet is a bare knuckle MMA match, which I'm waiting for Game Bread to come back out because I'm looking forward to trying to get on that one again. Mm-hmm. And also, I haven't had a pro boxing match yet neither. So I'm looking forward to trying both of those out as well. But to be honest, I could see myself going a little further in power slap due to the fact I'm getting up there in the age where I don't want to do freaking cardio. I don't really want and think about it. Everybody thinks power slap, just like everybody thought bare knuckle boxing was bad, like gonna be worse on you and all that. No, neither one's really bad because look, power slap. Yes, you're defenseless, big whoop, but you're only taking 3, 2, or 1 slap. It could be you're not taking more than 3, unless you foul because you flinched when the guy was swinging. But there is no point you're going to sleep on 1, 2, or you're not going to sleep at all. So you ain't taking no more than 3 slaps. So to be honest, in boxing you take over 300 punches to the head. That's why I think power slap's a little more. Yeah, you're defenseless, big whoop. So you're defenseless when you get rocked with a right hook too, and you don't know where the hell you are. Yeah. So same difference.
Yeah, I mean, definitely a good way to look at it for sure. Good approach. Do you think the sport of power slap is actually safer than the way TBS is portraying it on TV here in the early episodes?
Repeat that question. Sorry.
I was just saying, do you think the sport of slap fighting in general is safer than the way that they are editing, with TBS, the way they've shown these first couple episodes? Do you think it's actually safer in real life than the way the made for TV version is?
Yeah, to be honest with you, because just say what you see on TV, what you see on TV right now, that's exactly how things went down while during recording.
Gotcha. Awesome, man. Like, what can you tell, the Slap News viewers about what you've got coming up and kind of where you see your career unfolding?
Um, well, I will be on the first Slap pay-per-view March the 11th. I have an opponent. Just say it's gonna be fun because we both have been slapped ties by Slap Jesus. So there's that. Then it's good. Just say it's good. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking to keep on building my career towards it, but also I will still be doing MMA and bare knuckle.
Mm-hmm.
Like whatever comes because I'm also looking at something for April 18th in my hometown right now against a guy that I was supposed to fight 3 years ago, but something happened and he had to drop out. So I'm trying to make that fight happen again.
Cool. Where can people follow your journey?
On Instagram, my name is Ninja Turtle BKFC, but Ninja is spelled NinjaTurtle BKFC. Somebody I had to put a nice extra letter in it for Ninja. Then also you can follow me on Facebook at Paul the Ninja Turtle Teague. And there's something else.
TikTok?
And also you can follow me on Twitch at MYDERK26.
Awesome, Paul. Really appreciate it, man. I hope this is the first of many times I get to speak with you. Appreciate you. Look forward to watching you on the March 11th event.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. And make sure you always eat your vegetables.